So I just wanted to bring this book to those of you who have at any time felt slighted in the workplace or felt like you did not see the outcome that you wanted at work, whether it was personally or professionally. I just wanted to show you that you're not crazy, that you're not seeing things that, no, there's a game that's being played, and unless you know how to play it, you'll forever be the target and you'll forever lose. What's up YouTube? My name is Kiana P, and on my channel I discuss various unique military topics, and I give advice and assistance to those who are looking to join the military and want to know what it's all about, or those that are in the military or have been in the military and just want to hear another soldier's experience. I talk about it all on my channel, but y'all, starting today I'm about to do something new on my channel, and that is this video is an introduction to a series, and that is a book breakdown on the world of office politics. When I tell y'all that this book had a slew of information in terminology that I didn't know what to call it about what I was seeing going on in the workplace until I read this book, and I'm like, yes, I have to bring this book to my channel. You know, I'm really big on the psychological principles that go into a lot of things with my background being in psychology. So I was like, I need to translate these principles for you millennials or young people out there that are working out there in corporate America, or you're in the military, or you're working in these organizations that have a lot of hidden or unspoken rules to how you're supposed to present yourself on a day-to-day basis, or what you're expected to do or what you're not supposed to do, just to make things happen for yourself or to avoid stepping on any toes. So if you would like to hear my translation and my breakdown of office politics and how you can use these exact principles in the army or your job, then stay tuned for this series, y'all. But first, make sure you are subscribed so that way you can be notified when the next video of this series drop, and make sure you continue to like and share the video so that more people can hear about the world of office politics. So let me just introduce the book to y'all. This book is called The Secrets to Winning at Office Politics: How to Achieve Your Goals and Increase Your Influence at Work. Written by Mary G. McIntyre, who is an organizational psychologist and corporate consultant. She has worked in the field of psychology in the workplace for many years. So she has taken her expertise and what she has learned and applied everything in this book, y'all. So how did I run up on this book, y'all? For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, then you know about a year ago I ran into an issue where someone chose to report my YouTube channel to someone higher up in the chain of command. So when I first found out about my video being reported, I was caught off guard, because at this time I had no idea anyone even knew about my YouTube channel, and I especially didn't know I worked with anyone that didn't take a liking to the way I talked or the things that I chose to bring to my channel. So I really felt some type of way, y'all, at the time, because I said, if this person works with me and they see me every day and they know me, why did they not bring their concerns to me first before choosing to jump automatically to reporting it up the chain of command when they know I could get reprimanded for this and this could go completely left for me? And so I just had a hard time understanding why someone would do that. I didn't feel like I had ruffled any feathers by this time. I didn't feel like I had made anyone mad by this time. So I truthfully did not understand. So when I was getting talked to about the situation, an officer, you know, I don't know if he probably was just like, she's just so lost, she just doesn't get it, or he really saw that I'm like, hey, why are things like this happening? I feel like I'm running into issues like this, but yet nobody is teaching me these things on how to play this game that I feel is happening around me. Because y'all, I had an adversary, didn't even know I did. So he said, Prelo, I want to give you something. And I'm like, what is it that he would like to give me? And this was what he gave me. He said, if you read that book, everything's gonna make sense. So guess what I did, y'all? I started reading this book, and when I tell you everything started clicking, y'all. I'm telling you, it was because of this book. Because it was me learning the terminology on what is being done that I didn't know what it was until someone was able to call it out in plain terms, y'all. So before I start breaking down this book, y'all, I want to say who this video is not for. This video, y'all, is not for those of you who do not believe politics exists. The author, Dr. McIntyre, gave an example or an analogy in the book. She said playing politics is like having sex. Everybody knows that everybody's having sex, but no one is really comfortable explaining what it is that they really do when it comes to sex. So that's exactly what playing politics is. It's happening, but no one is going to outright, directly, and blatantly say, oh, I'm doing things that could be considered undermining somebody or slighting somebody or being looked at as me playing a game. Nobody is going to admit that, y'all. She even went on to say, many people feel that playing the political game involves devious plotting or blatant self-promotion. But in reality, politics is what naturally happens whenever people with different goals, interests, and personalities come together and have to work together. She said, we are all continuously engaged in political transactions throughout the normal course of every workday. The process itself is neither good or bad, but simply just a fact of life. And the morality of the outcome is determined entirely by the motives and the goals of the players. So when she says the morality or the ethics or what people believe about the game that's being played only is determined by what it is someone is trying to get out of the situation. So no one is going to ever look at it as being a negative thing until they find themselves having to engage in it themselves. So if I'm going to keep throwing out the politics word, y'all, we have to get into what is even politics for real. Like, what is the definition of politics? So the definition that I'm going off of, just the official definition, y'all, is the activities associated with the governance of a country or other area, especially in the debate or conflict among individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve power. So we're going to talk about how it all relates back to power throughout the series, y'all, but right now we're just introducing politics right now, y'all. So let me break down what politics is in layman terms. Like I said, we've all heard of people saying that someone else was playing politics, and usually we look at someone playing politics as they were playing dirty, or that means we looked at them having done something that was a counter move or a subtle action that discredited us or threw us off of our playing field. So when you go into an industry or a job, regardless if you say, oh, I'm never playing politics, no, you're a player whether you think you are or not. And we're going to talk about how you should play politics since you're automatically a player anyway throughout the series, okay? So let me give you an example of politics in the workplace. You ever went to a new job, right? And when you step in to your place of duty or the place that you'll start working at, you don't know who's who yet, right? You don't know who it is you need to befriend. You don't know who it is you need to avoid yet. You don't know what you need to do to be respected in the organization. You don't really know what they want to expect from you in order for you to get promoted. You don't really know yet which colleague will try to shit on you every chance they get, and you don't really know if your boss really has your best interest at heart. You're literally stepping in on the first day of work, and you're seeing all these people that are smiling and introducing themselves to you, and you're thinking, oh, these people are nice. Like, yeah, I got so many friends I'm about to make. I got so many people I'm about to work with, and I'm just so excited to see where this goes. When in reality, everyone that you just met has on a mask and they have a motive. Not saying this motive is strictly against you, but it's something that they are actively working on every day when they come to work that they are trying to get done. And they're going to get that done by any means necessary. So you have to be very well aware if at any time you are a barrier to that person and what it is they're trying to get done at work. So if we're playing a game, right, we're all somewhat competitive. So that means we all want to win when we're playing any game, no matter if it's Uno, no matter if it's a game of spades, we want to win, right? And so how do you win the game of politics? So the author states that when it comes to winning at this political game, it's about acquiring the political power necessary to accomplish the goals that matter to you. So that essentially means that you are going to gain enough political momentum that you need to have underneath you, however much that is, to help you get what it is you need done. So some people need this amount of political power, some people just need this amount. And not all of us, y'all, have the same goals when we enter the workplace. So you know how in the army, right, in the military, we have the soldiers, right, that they join. It's been a family tradition for a long time. And you know that these soldiers will tell you, look, I'm trying to be the next sergeant major and I plan on advancing quickly. And just by talking to them, they're very much, get out of my way, I got things to do. They're very, a lot of times about the book. They want to go to all these military schools. They're trying to do every high speed thing possible because they have the goal of becoming the next sergeant major. Then you have people like me and you that use the military as just a stepping stone, right? We're gonna do what we gotta do while we're in, but at the same time, we're not like hauling ass to get promoted because we still have other aspirations outside of the military that also take our energy. Like me right now, I have YouTube. I put a lot of the rest of my energy outside of work into this, right? So depending on those different examples that I just gave y'all is what determines how someone might be playing the game. So the biggest thing that you need to make sure that you are aware of is what you are deciding to get out of it. The book says, y'all, and I'm gonna use the book and the author interchangeably, y'all, but it says that to get what you want, you have to influence others. But in order to get what you want, you have to clearly define what that is. Yes, y'all, a lot of times that what most of us want is the money, right? We want to be able to make the income that is necessary to sustain our lifestyle or whatever it is we need to survive or help or make sure our family is never going without, right? So because of that, money is usually the number one factor of why we come to work every day and why we try to get things done. But that's not the only thing, y'all. We might just be using a job to fund our other aspirations, right? Do you want to get promoted at your current job, or do you just want to get some experience at this job and take those experiences and apply it to an entirely different job? Do you just want autonomy at work and just want to kind of do your own thing, have something to do in your spare time because you are always bored, you don't have to work but you're choosing to work? Or you could just want to network with people and want to get to know people, want to connect with people, so you don't even look at work as being this big serious thing, but just somewhere to go and get to know people and have a little fun and laugh, right? But never neglect, y'all, that you do need to have specific goals when you're at your job, because specific goals means that you will have a suspense date that you can track that you need to complete certain tasks by. So you can know that if you pass that suspense date, then that means that you're slacking somewhere, that you're not taking care of what it is that you need to do, right? So the way that you can determine specific goals in your life and what it is that you're trying to get out of your job is to, one, make sure that your goals are SMART, the acronym SMART, and that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely bound. And all of those ways will help you to understand what it is you need to be working towards, so you won't have to play politics for that long, where you can play politics and you can get what you want and you can get up out of there before you get got. The author says to be sure that you understand the difference between a goal and a wish. When you say, oh, I wish this can happen, or I wish I can make this amount of money, or I wish I can get on this path in my job, she said that wishing is a passive activity that can easily generate into whining and complaining, right? Goals are everything that we can do ourselves, y'all, that we can get done by ourselves. Wishing is just you're just waiting on something to happen. You're waiting on somebody to give it to you, and it's not going to happen by itself, y'all. You said that you want to become a millionaire by 40. Why are you not taking up jobs and skills that would help you to become a millionaire by 40? Why are you wishing on a star that this current job that you know you're in, that's a dead end, that you know you're going in circles with, you know they're going to make it hard for you to reach that goal, or you know that it's only maybe 2 people in that job that you really even need to have a relationship with, because they know something about becoming a millionaire, because they're already on the way there. You know, I want to be really clear, y'all. This game is not about playing psychological games on anybody. It's just being aware, y'all. Being aware of what's going on and understanding how you need to make sure that everyone else that's aware, that their awareness won't affect your awareness and what you have going on. So the book breaks down the 4 political types, and these 4 political types are based on a chart of our business goals and our personal goals. So business goals are anything that is required of you to accomplish the responsibilities that are needed to complete your job. It is what will help your organization to be better or to be improved. And of course, personal goals are anything that benefits you mainly, that your job can care less if you get done. So let me give an example, right? In the Army or in the military in general, we choose to join because we're serving our country, because we have a duty to mediate our nation's wars, right? And the way that we do that is by going on these deployments, you know, going to the field, doing these different battle drills and exercises that allows us to maintain readiness and always be prepared to go out and mediate our nation's wars. But what do we give up in place of that, right? We give up our freedom. We give up our family time. We give up our ability to move and do and say the things that we want, right? But why do we do those things? Because we have personal goals that we are trying to get out of the military. We suck up a lot of the bad things about it because we truthfully think the benefits outweigh it. And some people really do not care about the cons of it at all, because they have made up their mind that they're going all the way through. They love everything about it. But y'all, depending on how you choose to accomplish these business or personal goals will determine which political type category that you fall into, y'all. So the first one, y'all, is a martyr. A martyr is someone that has behavior that helps business goals but hurts personal goals. So these, y'all, are AKA the pushover and the people pleasers. Let me give an example. Y'all know the people, right, that claim that you're not supposed to go to sick call because you'll be considered lazy and a shitbag soldier because you go to sick call, right? So those are the soldiers, their whole career, they avoid sick call. They get hurt. They suck it up. They do what they have to do even when they know they're injured, right? It's at the end of their contract, right? It's time to get out. And these people just realize that after 20 something years and 10 years of going on deployments, doing mandatory PT every day, that they are only eligible for 10% disability. You want to know why? Because they never went to sick call to document their health concerns, y'all. So those same people pleasers and pushovers that was trying so hard to look high speed and appease their leadership by not going to sick call are the same one that just shot themselves in their own foot because they didn't take care of themselves. And we don't even have to talk about the people going to sick call, y'all. We can talk about the people that go through their whole military career and, you know, they live, die, and breathe by the military values and the traditions and how we do things in the military. So when it's come time to get out and they have no choice but to get out because the Army is kicking them out because they done did their 25 years or however long they done did and they really of no use to the military no more, they go through a transition crisis, y'all, because they never worked on anything outside of the military while they were in. So now it's time to get out. They feel behind. They feel like they'll never be able to make a career in the civilian world. They don't know what to do, y'all. They literally have an identity crisis. The second political type, y'all, is the sociopath. This person has behavior that hurts business goals but helps personal goals, aka the selfish people and the naive people, right? And you know, I can say I done fell into this before, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all during this series. I'm gonna give y'all examples when it comes to me, and I'm gonna give y'all examples about what I've seen, and I'm gonna give examples that just I can tell that might be happening based off of these principles that she talks about in this book. So like I said, y'all, I definitely, out of all the categories, fit the sociopath, because when I joined, I had the idea that I was going to have the ability to do what it is I needed to do with the Army, while also not neglecting my own aspirations and my goals. And honestly, y'all, I'm real reluctant and hesitant to do anything that does not align with my own personal goals, which is why I ended up with this book, right, y'all? Because I chose to embark on YouTube, which has everything to do with my own personal life, but yet it crossed into the business because somebody on the business side reported my personal doings and tried to hurt my personal goals and my business goals, y'all. Another way that I can even look at, me elevating my personal goals over the business goals is that people now, y'all, find my YouTube channel. And because I still have to work a 9 to 5, I still have an official job that I do outside of YouTube, and people find my channel, or they see my videos where I'm being a little more loose, showing a bit more of myself and the people in my life. They might think that means that they know me, so they might try to look at Kiona and apply Kiona to the specialist preload side when they're completely different. But now that I've been learning about office politics, I'm realizing why they were trying to spill over into each other, y'all. The third political category is the dimwit. The dimwit, y'all, has behavior that hurts both their personal goals and their professional goals, aka, y'all, the dumbass, the jackass, right? Because who are doing things to literally jeopardize both sides. I might be jeopardizing the business a little bit, but I ain't gonna at all jeopardize my personal goals. These are the people, y'all, that pop hot on a U8 or get caught up in these sharp and EO cases. Those are the people, y'all, that are considered dimwits, aka jackasses, aka dumbasses, because not only did you make the organization look bad, but you also just made yourself look bad. Those people, y'all, get out with a dishonorable discharge, and they think that, oh well, it's just the military, it's not gonna hurt anything. And you put all this time into the military just to get out, and you still have to go back to square one. You basically just did all that military time for nothing. And the book also clarifies that dimwits are literally always doomed to failure and disappointment, because this type of behavior is considered extreme behavior when you're hurting your professional and your business goals and your personal goals, because basically they don't know how to find that sweet spot, y'all. And that's what we're going to talk about. Is the fourth political type is becoming a political winner and finding that sweet spot that helps your business and your professional goals and your personal goals simultaneously. Let me give you an example of this. So right, in the Army all day long, our goal is to improve the organization while accomplishing the mission, right? So if we can do that, if we can continue to maintain our fitness, maintain our height and weight, and score high on those things, if we continue to stand out and make ourselves look good, make our leadership look good, when we continue to basically be a high-speed soldier that is dependable, that is competent in our job, then that puts us on another playing field compared to the soldiers that don't do those things, y'all. Because you know what happens when you get the rep of being a high-speed soldier, then you have that leeway room, which we're going to talk about later on, which is really considered leverage, that allows you to be able to speak up and ask for certain things to get done that your leadership knows that they have to help you do, no matter how they might personally feel, or if they want to focus on their own things, they know that they have to, because you have given them every reason to get those things done. Being a high-speed soldier puts you in a good place to be recommended for promotion. Even when you just do things such as volunteering a lot, that you don't have to worry about getting put on the shitty details, because your leadership knows that you are willing to do any detail. You're used to, you're usually speaking up, asking to go do them first. You're really doing whatever it takes for things. You're basically manipulating things to make sure that it always ends up up working out in your favor. Y'all, like I said, I'm not gonna make everything just apply to the military, but this first video was easier to make apply to the military. But in the civilian world, y'all, regular jobs, you know, you gotta do what you need to do by staying on your boss's good side, you know, producing results, contributing new ideas, contributing in just how things are done. Then you know that in turn gives you recognition, helps you to get promoted faster, and just helps you accomplish your goals, y'all. So the last thing that I want to talk about in this first video, y'all, is political ethics. And that's what the author wants everyone to understand, that yes, we're playing this game, but you always have to be ethical, right? Because it is the ruthless and the immoral players that give the game a bad name. You know, the ones that are stepping on people any chance they get, that are literally slaying people, doing backhanded things any chance that they get, that in any second they're ready to backstab you. Oh no, those people are giving the game a bad name, y'all. You know those NCOs, right? They not passing up your stuff because they trying to pass up their own stuff. Or those NCOs that's not really pressing the issue for you to get promoted because they too upset about how long it took them to get promoted. So they like, this specialist not about to make sergeant in no 3-4 years when I had to make sergeant in 7-8 years. You know, those are the people that are considered ruthless and immoral. Even the NCOs, y'all, you gotta watch out for the ones that keep information from their soldiers, that their soldiers are never in the know with them because they don't want them to have what it is to guard themselves moving forward. And we'll learn about that more, y'all, as the series goes on, about you basically y'all, you armoring yourself with the things that help you to build all of this political intelligence and knowledge that you need to succeed in the workplace, y'all. So what I want to end this video off on today, y'all, is the political golden rule, which is never advance your own interests by harming the business or hurting other people. It gives a point that these actions will only provoke similar responses and actions. So AKA, y'all, you want to play dirty? I can play dirtier. So there you have it, y'all. In this video, I have introduced to you what politics even is in the workplace and how to determine your goals that you want, so that way you can decide how it is you want to be an active player in this game, so that way you can get the outcome that you want, both personally and professionally. So what I want you to do after this video, y'all, is assess which political type category that you fall into, so that way you can understand if you are indeed helping your goals and your business goals, or if you're hurting one, or you're overcompensating in one and underperforming in the other, y'all. This book, y'all, it has so much more information than what I can even get to y'all just in one video. So if you want to hear the real stories that she brings up and you want to complete the worksheets in this book, then you need to get this book. So moving forward, y'all, I will be posting the next breakdown the next following week after you see the previous video. So what I want you to do, as someone that is very interested in hearing what I have to say on this topic and throughout this series, y'all, you need to make sure you're subscribed to me, and you need to make sure you like the video, so that way I know you're ready for the next video to drop. So once again, y'all, my name is Kiona P. So follow me on my Instagram at KionaP_, and I thank y'all for tuning in today.